an Ethernet connection and a Wi-Fi connection and all of this stuff. And generally, like when one kicks out, it's supposed to pick up with the other one, yada, yada, yada. I don't know.
Especially on our live streaming equipment here. Like even if Design Space pooped out on us, we have an Ethernet directly from our internet source to
and we pay for 2 internet providers for that very reason. So like if one happened to be down, the other one is not, etc. I'm not sure. Hopefully that was just one little glitch and that we can get through the live. So anyway, if you're just joining or if you're watching the replay and did not see the very first thing, we are making a recipe box today out of Infusible ink. Well, the recipe box is on Infusible ink. Obviously, we have a blank recipe box, and then we're using Infusible ink and Cricut aluminum sheets. So super fun. We were going into supplies, so we can go back over that really quick. Some of our amazing viewers said that these were duckbill scissors, so I'm very glad to know the proper term for them. They will be used to cut our aluminum sheets. They're a little bit too big for our recipe box. So like I said earlier, Cricut aluminum sheets are available in the 4x4s and then the 5x7s, and they are $7.99 at Hobby Lobby full price. We encourage you to use a coupon or wait when they're on sale. So we have those. We have black Infusible ink. Yay. We have, and I went ahead and put this together. This is the box that we're going to be using today, but you can see side by side. One is a little bit bigger than the other, so you've got a couple of different options there. But this was a blank from Michael's. Do you know how much these were, Rachel? Like $3.99.
They weren't expensive. They were not expensive, and they didn't have the little feet on them or anything. There was just the plain old box.
Yes, just the box. So I've stained it. This one was stained with Jacobine. This one is with Early Americana. Early American. Thank you. Minwax. Early American. It's hard to read it because there's stain all over it. We use it so much. Oh, side note, guys. We have a new favorite stain. I can't remember the name of it, but it's amazing, so be looking for it. The problem is it's oil-based, and that's why I had a craft fail earlier today. So I'm going to find the one that's not oil-based. I know they make one. Anyway, so we stained the boxes, and then we have these cute little guys. These are dowel rod caps. Or finial dowel rod caps. They are from Hobby Lobby, and they come in a pack of 3, and they're $2.49 full price. Obviously, you can get those on sale, but we just stained them or spray painted them for little feet on our recipe box. How fun is that? So
the cutest idea ever.
Right? It's similar to what we did with the charcuterie board. If you guys watched it, we had those wooden candlestick holders that were over with these at Hobby Lobby. And so I really just like to use things like that and kind of repurpose them. And on that note, if you'll remember, those little candlestick feet look like this. And I just cut the bottom of it off using a saw. So I cut the bottom off so it was shorter, and then I got a drawer pull that would fit in the top and E6000'd it in there.
That is so cute.
How fun.
I mean, you could get a knob, right? Like if you could get a knob and use it. But that is so upcycle and cool.
Well, and I had this. I had the knob, and I was just going to use the knob, but it seemed a little bit small for this bigger box.
Yeah.
And then I had this, so I could totally have used it, but I was like, I don't know. I really want to incorporate this color because this one's actually going in my kitchen. So I really wanted to incorporate this color more, and I thought, well, that's perfect. So if you don't love this idea, then just grab a knob like we did here. And all I did was take some channel locks and removed the screw from the bottom. You could put a hole in the top of your recipe box with your drill bit and then use the screw. My only thought was I would have to cut it off or else the length of the screw is going to interfere with the recipe card. So that's why I just chose to remove it. But you can easily E6000 these. That's what I did for the feet and the little knob on the top, just E6000. You can use a different glue if you prefer that. But that's all we did. And the paint color on this, I love this color. I kind of want my front door on my house that color. But it is Rust-Oleum's Coastal Sage spray paint. I love this. Love it, love it, love it. Super easy.
Yeah, someone was asking if it was a gray or like a muted blue.
Yeah,
and
like
it's a really pretty
greenish,
blue.
bluish. Yeah. I love it. Yes, very good question. I'll take a picture in sunlight of it so that you guys can see better. But anyway, because we're using infusible ink, we are using a EasyPress. So I have my little EasyPress here. What's this one's name, Rachel?
This is, I'm pretty sure that's Stella. Yeah, that's Stella.
Okay.
6x7.
I never know. I always have to ask. I know that our minis, which are the ones that we use a lot, are peanut and jelly bean.
Yes.
Love it. We're also going to be using the butcher's paper that comes in the infusible ink pack, and then a piece of cardstock, and our EasyPress mat. I think that's it. Oh, a mat. You need a StrongGrip mat. Okay, so that covers it with supplies. If you guys have any questions, I said earlier it was totally my fault that I did not get the supply list to Rachel. And I will fix that at the end of this live, and we will post it. It will be available for you guys for sure. Okay, so let's go over into Design Space, and we're going to talk about what we're doing here. So, did I miss any questions? I'm sorry.
You didn't know. You're good. You're good to go. Yeah.
So, if you noticed on that box, it said Myers Family Recipes, and the Myers part is it looked handwritten because it is handwritten. So I have this recipe from my mama, and I've shared this in our group before. It's our chocolate gravy recipe.
That is literally
Isn't that adorable? The cutest? Her little handwriting. I loved her. Oh my goodness.
Mama Myers.
Mama Myers. And you know, I never spelled Mama with 2 M's ever. And then, like, as an adult, I see every time she wrote Mama, she spelled it with 2 M's. We spelled it wrong, apparently.
How dare you?
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I have this JPEG here, and I'm going to take part of her handwriting off of it and use it as my cut file. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. If you don't already know how, buckle up and watch here. All we're going to do is go to upload. And I already have one here, but I'm just going to show you. Upload image, browse, and then we're going to find it on our desktop, which is where I placed it. Open there. And now we're going to press complex, and then we are going to clean this up because we don't need all of it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is crop it down so that I can sort of just get rid of the pieces that I don't need. So I'll just crop this right here, just like this. Sorry guys, I can't really see. So then I will zoom in so that I can see. And you'll see it looks super distorted. It's totally fine because we're not using this as a print and cut. If we use it as a print and cut, then it would be bad. But what it's gonna do is create cut lines around where we're removing the background, and it will be totally fine. So what we need to do is go up here and find this little magic wand, and we're going to click the white so that it erases the background of the image. Now it's creating a ping when we do this. So a PNG, which is our print and cut, but we're not gonna save it as a print and cut. I'll show you. So then we're gonna grab our little eraser here, and I'm gonna make it teeny, teeny, tiny so that I can get in here a little bit easier. And guys, like I said, it's hard for me to see because I'm a little bit far away. So if I'm not getting super close in here, sorry, make sure that you do. Ideally, if you're taking a photo like this for to use in Design Space like this, you're going to want very well lit area and no shadows on it. So you can see that picture was not a fantastic picture, but it's all that I had. My mother took it for me. No, my cousin took it for me. And so beggars can't be choosers, right?
Yeah, and some people might only have something like that from their their grandparents or whatever. So this is a great example of using what you have. And if yours turns out to look better and clearer, great.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm just going in and cleaning it up, and you can see it kind of is gray around where she did write. And that's because it's just shadowy. And also because I've blown it up so much, those little pixels are kind of everywhere. So then, again, I'm just going to grab this little guy and then kind of go in the middle of the E. I think I may have already done it, but I can do it a little bit more. And just erase some of those pieces that are left. Well, let me grab the eraser again. Just keep going in there and just cleaning it up until you like it. And then what we can do, we can preview it here. So we can press continue. And then you can see what it's going to look like. This is if it's a print and cut, this is as a cut image. So you can see my S is still a little bit weird up there. So I'm going to just press back just like that. And then I'll zoom back in here. And then grab my eraser tool again. And then just clean it up again. Was it this part of my S? I don't even remember.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention either. I'm sorry. Everybody's saying that we need to put chocolate gravy on ice cream, which sounds fine to me. I'll put anything on ice cream.
I'll put chocolate gravy on anything.
Sure, I don't care what it is.
Okay, so we've got that. Oh, where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. Continue. That looks good to me. So like I said, you could save it as a print and cut image, or you could save it as a cut image. I always accidentally save everything as a print and cut image. Do you do that, Rachel?
Yeah, it's like going through the motions. You just keep hitting save and next, and yeah, I do that too.
But guys, if you do that, it's totally cool, and I'm going to show you why. So I'm going to save it as a print and cut. No big deal. Just like that, and then we'll insert it here into our project. And all we're going to do is change it from a print and cut to a cut image. So you go up to the top where it says fill, and that little drop down menu where it says print, click that and press no fill. Then you can change the color. It's now a cut image instead of a print and cut image. So that's exactly what we wanted. I want to actually go back because I cleaned the other one up better that I already had. And because this is going in my kitchen, I want to be super particular about it. Okay. So again, changing it to no fill. We'll just go ahead and change the color here. And then what I have on the front of the box, I'm going to be using a 4x2 7/8 inch rectangle.
Sorry.
It's totally fine.
I'm trying to get the links for Becca.
Rachel is doing so amazing, but she kept giving
these
side glances. I was like, what?
The little feet, I was like, finial dowel caps. Then I had to turn around and look at
Dude, here's
them.
the ball, or here's the bag.
Oh, perfect.
You want me to throw it to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
Okay.
I threw it in the floor.
It's perfect.
Anyway.
Thanks, Becca.
Yeah, no
Sorry.
problem. The rectangle that we're using on the front of the recipe box, like I said, is 4 inches by 2 7/8 inch. So I'm going to grab a basic shape over here to the left, grab my square, and then I am going to unlock the size ratios up here where that little lock button is, and I'm going to type in those dimensions. So the width is 4 inches and the top is 2 7/8, which translates to 2.875. There we go. Did it work? No. I didn't like my measurements. 2.875. There we go. Okay. And then I'm just going to change it to silver because I'm crazy like that and prefer it. And then we'll take our little Myers here, size it down, and move it to the front. So we're going to right click and press send to front. Just like that. Decrease the size here, move it down, and then we're going to grab a text box, and then we're going to type in family recipes. And we are using the font Click Clack.
I am shocked.
Right? I created this project forever ago. We were still in our other office when we did this to begin with. So it's been quite a while. And Click Clack had just come out, so I was wearing it out. I still wear it out if I'm being 1000% honest. Also, on the original one, I did them all lowercase, which I actually, when I'm looking at it right in front of me, like better. So I'm going to type it back out in lowercase. That looks good. That looks good. Cute. I do want to point out, guys, about the fonts. If you guys are not members of Maker's Gonna Learn, our yearly membership includes fonts. So you get all of these amazing cut files. Let me just go to our website really quick. You get all these amazing cut files, and then you also get almost 500 fonts now included in our membership.
Ooh, that's a lot.
It is. And I want to show you really quickly one thing that I love about our fonts, because it's hard to remember all of the fonts that we have. Woo, there's the back end of our website, friends. It's hard to remember all the fonts that we have. I mean, I work with them all the time and it's hard to remember. So we have this awesome tool for you guys. A lot of you already know about it. Once you become a member of Maker's Gonna Learn, you'll have your login information. You can log in and then you can go to Maker's Gonna Learn's dashboard up at the top. Scroll down here under member resources, and we have all of our cut file collections and our font collections as PDF. So you can print these off as we update our website every month with our new fonts. We also update this PDF, and so when we add to it, we just add new page or pages. So if you print this off, then you can just print off the latest page, which is really nice, and add it to your collection. But this is just a really good way to see all of the fonts that we have available to you guys. Rachel, do you use this tool?
I do, and Miss Carol says, Rachel, stop Becca. And first of all, I'll stop her. I'll let her know. Don't worry. I don't have to stop her in her tracks. Becca, you spelled family wrong.
Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you, Miss Carol.
I would have let you know.
Yes, great. Thank you. Could you imagine? Well, actually, it's totally fine because
Becca,
I'm having one of those days and I prepped one of these.
Yes, stop and spell. Guys, we will stop and check.
Thank you, guys. That is so sweet. Anyway, so you do use this tool, right, Rachel?
Yeah. Well, see, because, Becca, when you have 500 fonts swirling around in your mind, it's very hard. And then what I get guilty of is using several of the same ones over and over,
yeah,
without kind of looking to see what else there is, and then finding 20 that I could have used for different things that were more like what I thought in my mind.
Right.
And I didn't see them because I wasn't paying attention. I didn't have the time. So I love looking at the book of fonts. I do.
Yeah, it's amazing. And I just wanted to show you guys this too. This is just the collection of all of the cut files in PDF form too, which is amazing because a lot of times I hate clicking through all of the cut file pages. There are so many. I didn't even know we had these. Where are these from? Look how cute they are.
Sippy on some coffee.
Clearly, I need to download this and look at it. Wow. With over 4,000 cut files, it's just impossible. I know we have some new friends that I'm loving who have said, I think, was it Amanda?
Maybe.
Or Amber? I can't remember. Anyway, like she had her membership for like 24 hours and already had 125 or 150.
That was, what was her name? Shonda or...
was it Shonda? I can't remember, guys. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have started calling out names. But anyway, within 24 hours, had 125 or 150, I can't remember. Favorited cut files, which I love. So there's just so many great cut files. And we would love for you guys to take advantage of our membership with the cut files and fonts. Rachel, I know, has dropped the links for you guys. So if you're not a member and are interested in all sorts of wonderful resources for crafting, including the cut files and fonts, in addition to, we also have our free commercial license, which makes crafting with our cut files and fonts and selling them totally legal for you guys. And then we also offer 3 free e-courses for you all, which help you build your business with your die cut machine and also help you learn your Cricut and Design Space. So it's so amazing. This is the breakdown here. Our monthly membership is $19.99 a month. Again, guys, you do not have access to the fonts there, so don't think that you can grab the monthly membership and still have access to the full benefits of the membership. FYI, I just want to point that out. We say it a lot, but we still have people who join and unfortunately miss that. So you do have the monthly option if the yearly just does not fit into your budget right now. I totally get that. But I would encourage you to save up for it because it is just the absolute best bang for your buck.
It's worth it.
Yeah.
You save money. It's a lot up front, which is why we totally understand if you guys can't do it right now. But like Becca said, it is worth saving up for. You'll save the money in the long run and then you'll get more perks.
Love it. Mm-hmm. I'm reading comments. Cute
Sure,
story.
sure.
My sister called me the other day with a Cricut question. She told me her issue, and I told her to pull up Design Space, and I was going to blow her mind as I walked her through it. I love that.
Don't you love
I love that.
having the knowledge to be able to help people? Like, doesn't it feel so good? You're like, I can help them. I know what to do.
Carol says
It's
Dolly
great.
font is my new favorite. Dolly is so cute.
It is
yes,
cute.
super fun. And then she also says, thanks to MGL, my skill level has increased so much. Thank you, Carol. That is so sweet. We love that we have helped you in your crafting endeavor.
We love helping people.
Super fun. Anyway, so just to give you a little information about our membership. I just love it so much, and I want you guys to know about it. But back to Design Space. I'm going to correct my spelling here.
Hurry.
Yay!
We got us
crisis averted. So then all I'm going to do is just size this little family recipes down here until I like the size.
And guys, Christmas is coming up, and making these for all of the ladies in your life that cook would be amazing. Because you can trick them. You can trick them into writing the word, like their last name, on something if you don't already have it. Like, totally trick them to like now. They won't even think about it for Christmas, but it'll be worth it with that little personalized touch. They'll love it.
I'm trying to think how much, like, start to finish, how much this project would cost. And it's under $10.
Yeah.
For a customized project. And then we have also on our website recipe cards that you can use for print and cut recipe cards. Mm-hmm. So you can make them custom recipe cards and insert it in there. And if you really want to take it up a notch, write down some of your favorite recipes and include them in there. I think this is a fantastic idea even for newlyweds. I know when I got married, my aunt, who was so thoughtful and crafty, created a recipe book for me with little cards in it with her favorite recipes. And then also there was space for me to add my own. And I just loved that.
My aunt did that for me as well, Becca.
Super cool.
I look at that thing still all the time. And it was recipes that, like, all of our family has made consecutively. And when my parents' house burned and my mom was needing a lot of those recipes, my aunt was so kind to have written those down for my wedding. So I was able to actually replenish mom's as well,
awesome.
because I had all of those from my aunt. So it's great. Whenever you guys can give, some recipes, trust me, do it, because family recipes are awesome.
So our new friend Amanda Collins says, it's amazing meeting the membership. This will be my last month with Cricut Access since I now have the MGL membership. I love that, Amanda. I'm so glad that you have found MGL to be a wonderful source for you. And I hope that you are enjoying the community as much as we're enjoying you. Anyway, back to this. This is finished. So all I'm going to do is not minimize, hide it. There's so much terminology. I'm going to hide that rectangle because we don't need it. And then I'm going to select all of this and I'm just going to weld it together. You could also attach it, but I'm just going to weld it together and press make it. And because we're using Infusible ink, we do have to mirror this. So don't forget that. Infusible ink is not cheap. You do not want to forget that and have a little fail. And then we're just going to press continue, just like this. No, I don't want to cancel it. And we're going to select Infusible ink transfer sheet as our material. And we will load the mat and let it cut out. Rachel?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know how new this blade is?
It's not very.
Okay, so I should probably do more pressure.
I would indeed. Remember it the other day for my life, it wouldn't even cut through that really thick cardstock that we've got?
Yes. I do remember that.
So I would do more pressure.
Okay, so we have our Infusible ink here, and I know I'm not using gloves, and I'm not really worried about touching this, but I know that a lot of people are very concerned about, their hand oil and whatnot getting on. Well, this is new.
I know. It comes with, that's for like if you're going to be putting it on a coaster or something.
You can wipe it off. They didn't do this before, did they?
No, that's new.
I've gotten Infusible.
Yes, Miss Debbie, we did mirror this.
Anyway, a lot of people frown upon like touching this because of hand oils and all of that stuff. And my comment is this. I have never had an issue. Rachel, have you ever had an issue?
I do every time because I have clammy hands. If we're just being TMI, I've got clammy hand disease, whatever
Yeah.
that is. It's not really a disease, guys. But I get it off. I get the ink off, and it's problems for me. Which is, I guess, why they just recommend, like when Becca peels her hand up, there would totally be fingerprints from where my clammy hands have been. But that's a total personal problem.
So if you also have clammy hands,
It sounds like a commercial for a prescription.
use your roller thingy. What's it actually called?
It's a brayer.
Guys, look at my nails. I meant to put a Band-Aid on my finger here.
Shut up.
Because I broke a nail the other
put a
day.
Band-Aid on your finger?
Yeah, because it looks trashy. So I was actually here working and broke a nail. And so I said, it's this ongoing thing with Tanner, like everything falls under workman's comp, even though it doesn't. But we always ask. And so.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, I should get a new manicure on MGL.
We always joke like if we fall down the stairs, workers' comp, and this and that.
Well, that is workman's comp. And Rachel legit fell down the steps. But I think.
Oh, my butt was so bruised.
I keep touching my mic, guys. I'm so sorry. One day I'll get used to this. Anyway, I've applied my Infusible ink to my StrongGrip mat, and now I'm going to place it in my maker here. Oh, let's go back. I wanted to put more pressure. I forgot to do that.
Okay, yeah. Got to do that.
Yes.
And Becca, someone says, where's Tanner?
Tanner.
They're probably like, who are these girls?
Yeah, who is this? Tanner is with Courtney and Blake. They are moving Blake into his dorm today. He is attending Lee University this fall, which is about 2 hours away from here, and they are helping him move in. Look at me, Rachel. I'm preheating my EasyPress. How proud of me are you?
Oh.
Right? I know. So you're going to be using the EasyPress at 385 today. So you could preheat your EasyPress there. Have you guys ever, who here has not used Infusible ink? I'm curious.
I think there's several.
She fell down the stairs because her clammy hand slipped off the railing. I'm dying. She fell down the steps because
Shannon. I was actually trying.
Excuse me, Shannon.
Excuse me, Shannon. I was actually trying to bring Becca a homemade Rachel original cupcake.
And she was so excited to
And I
bring
was
it to me.
too excited. But let me tell you
Did
this.
you have socks on?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me tell you this. I did not drop that cupcake.
She did not. It was still intact
didn't.
and the yummiest cupcake ever. But I felt bad eating it because she was so hurt.
No, it was
so
fun.
hurt.
Shannon, that was a good one. That was hilarious. That could totally happen as well, though. That could happen.
Okay, we're done cutting. What I was going to say is, Infusible ink can be a little bit difficult to weed. Oh no.
Oh no, she lost something out of her endless sack, guys.
Oh
her pouches.
no, it's my new favorite weeding tool and I left it in there. It's okay, I'm going to use this one.
Don't be sorry, Shannon. That's how you know
Yeah,
that we
please
love
don't
each
be
other.
sorry. It's
because
hysterical.
we pick on each other. It's perfect.
We have a new weeding tool that looks exactly like this, but it's not Cricut brand. What brand is it, Rachel? Did you get it?
I don't even know if it is a brand.
I love it
don't
for
know.
2 reasons. One, because it has my favorite color on the bottom here. And 2, it's actually a sturdier tip. Like, I don't feel like it bends as much.
I just on a whim ordered them from Amazon, seeing how they are. So if we like those, we'll have to let you guys know.
Bummer.
And we
Side
have
note, talking about tools, did you guys see the tool that Cricut is releasing? That it's this, but it's interchangeable with your, it has 2 or 3 weeding tools, and it has, does it have, what else did it have? I can't remember. But I, like at first glance, thought that it was going to be a really cool item. And then I was like, I think it would be kind of crummy to have to change those out over and over and over again right in the middle of my project. So I'm not entirely sure where they were going with that. Here it is. This.
What?
Did you see it?
I did not.
Yeah.
That is weird.
I love the idea of it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Yeah. 3 weeding tools and then the precision knife tip. So I don't know.
And we have a question.
Let's hear it.
Let me see here. I'd like to learn how to use Infusible ink with a multicolored design. Is that possible?
They have printed Infusible ink. Are you talking about different layers of...
Like different colors? Yeah, let us know what you're talking about. Yep.
There's a question. Have you guys done a live on the cute little people on your Cricut Maker? I want to create a custom one of my family.
Good question.
Yeah, fantastic question. Are you a member of Makers Gonna Learn? If so, in our private Facebook group, we launch member-only videos for you guys every single Friday, and that is one of our member-only videos. I showed you guys, these are Bitmojis, and I showed you guys how to save, so download, import, and create those for your machine. Great question. Cricut has lost their way. You know what? Kudos to them for being innovative, but let's do something that's useful, right? Okay. Anyway, we're going, oh no. Whoa. I don't think this cut at all. I mean, it's there, but I don't think it cut.
It might not have. That blade, she scooted up and let us see it while you're doing it.
Oh, I can't see it. I don't think it cut. My goodness.
We got to change that blade.
Yeah.
Did it cut at all?
No.
No.
Okay, so here's the question, friends. You know why? Because the blade wasn't all the way down.
What?
It was up like this.
Dear Lord.
Ugh, good grief. Let's recut it. Let's recut it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put a new piece on here.
No wonder it didn't do well for the last live.
So actually, that's a good point. If you want to put it back over there, I'm going to show them what I was talking about.
That's this is an easy mistake to make, guys, too.
So the blade was in, but it was up like this.
And it'll still
see the
clamp.
space right there? It clamps down, and it made a little bit of a cut, but didn't go all the way down. So make sure that your blade is all the way down.
Yep.
There shouldn't be any space there.
Great tip, Becca.
Okay, no big deal. We're just going to recut it.
Yeah, Becca's just going to pop her on some with her really dry hands.
You could tell my hands are dry because my cuticles are like cactusy over there.
Cactus?
They're cactusy. Also, I wash my hands 1,000 times now. Thanks COVID.
Rona. You know what Mom said the other day? We were just FaceTiming and Mom said, Rachel, I want to punch Rona in the face.
That should be a cut file.
I said, I know you do, Mom. Who don't? But it was just so funny. She just felt so defeated. She said, I just want to.
Paxton's project says it started with the release of the joy, meaning Cricut losing their way. You know, I don't know. I don't know that I 1,000% agree with that because I think it's cute and it does have its use. But I think like all the hype, they could have definitely released something that was a little more impressive. I do agree with that. Is it okay that the rubber and the Cricut markers are supposed to move?
The what? The what? The Cricut
What's
marker?
The rubber?
Rubber? Marker.
Rubber in the Cricut Maker?
Maybe.
I'm so sorry. Can you elaborate?
If it's those white star wheels, those do move, correct. But if it's something else, let us know. And
the rubber that holds the mats down. Yes, they're supposed to move. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Good question.
And Miss Crystal, she says, Rachel, some of the last cut files would not upload in Design Space. So Miss Crystal, we are so sorry. If you don't care to go ahead and email customer service, they will handle all that and make sure the ones that aren't uploading properly do. We usually have a team member check every single PNG and SVG and make sure they load into Design Space. So some must have gotten mixed up in the, I don't know what happened.
Also, Crystal, are you referring to the bowling cut files? Because we did have a member who pointed that out to us and we re-uploaded those cut files. So they do work now. So if it's been a couple of days since you looked, go ahead. If it's other cut files, let us know because I don't think we're aware. But thank you for letting us know. Okay, so this did actually cut this time. Thank goodness. And
the blade must be fine then. It was just us.
Yeah, well. I'm going to cut off this extra here. And then one thing that I want to do is this, where it says family recipes down here is so tiny that it's going to be a little bit finicky to weed. So I am going to put a little bitty slit right here all the way across. Don't go all the way through your transfer sheet. Just do the top layer. Because as I'm pulling this off, or this one, I don't want to necessarily have to worry about this being weeded at the same time. Does that make sense? Like, I don't want to pull this up and worry about this coming up or vice versa, because I really want to be able to just look at one piece at a time. These eyes, the little dots on the eyes are especially difficult. They want to come up. So I just want to eliminate any obstacle that I can. So I'm just peeling this back, and it feels like, guys, that you are ripping this to shreds, but you are not. It didn't cut through. Oh my goodness. Why?
Uh-oh, guys. Uh-oh.
It moved back up.
What?
The blade moved back up.
Go get it. You want me to go get another Cricut?
Yeah, let's get the Air 2.
Okay.
The blue one that I used today will be great. Guys, I'm so sorry. Wowzer. We're going to cut this for the third time. But while Rachel is away, let me know, guys, do you have any questions? Is there anything that I can answer for you about Design Space or Maker's Gonna Learn or life in general? I mean, I'm no like... can't help you a lot with that, but
Don't forget you gotta go in Design Space and switch it from a Maker.
thank you. Yes, I will do that.
I forget that every time.
Oh, that Maker's heavy. Anyway, this way. Oh, Crystal said it was the bowling ones. Perfect. So yeah, go check and see if those are better for you. Carol says, Becca, do not buy a lottery ticket today. You know what? You were right. It's been that day for me. Kiki, the temperature setting is at 385.
Which is hot.
It's hot, hot, hot.
And I was just answering a question that I maybe should answer verbally.
Yeah.
For, what was her name? Let me go up and see. I can't find her name. It was a friend who was asking, Miss Peta Ramirez. She wanted to know if you could use different colors of this on one design, and you can. However, we don't really recommend it because whenever you do like 3 colors on like a t-shirt or something, you run the risk of burning your t-shirt because you need to do those separately. And it would be really, 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 really hot. If you can piece those together, it is possible to do so, but we do recommend to just do them separately, in which case you don't want to burn what you're using. If it's on a coaster or something, that's different, so maybe just test it out. But I do know Jennifer Maker does have a multicolor video for you guys. I think it's doing like red, white, and blue flip-flops, but that's a relatively simple design for her to overlap for you guys, but you can kind of get the gist with that video.
Fantastic.
Miss Pat said, have you made any tutorials on engraving?
Fantastic question, Pat. Over in the member-only Facebook group, I did just release last Friday a member-only video on engraving, so check it out. It's a fun one. We use the Snap Mat feature, so if you haven't done that, then there's a little bit of education on that as well. Super fun. What else did I miss? Can we get some Sasquatch files? Oh, that's a great. Did we do one? That's long. No, we did not. We need to do a new thread because over in our private Facebook group, we have a couple of threads where you guys can request cut files like that. So if you want to go over to our Facebook group and then just search for that thread, you can search request cut file or something like that. It used to be an announcement at the top of the page, and it might still be, so you can check there too. But definitely request that cut file there. We would love for any of you guys who have requests for cut files to request them there. So 3rd time's a charm, guys. This better work, right?
And Miss Monica over on Facebook, so sorry we haven't got to your questions just yet, my dear. She says, when is the most recent time that has been updated, meaning the Cricut printable guide? And we update that after every single launch. So that sucker is updated. Either that one and the font one is updated almost every single week. So
wait, the Cricut printable guide?
The printable. Oh, I think she's talking about the cut file.
Oh.
Guide. I say Cricut printable guide. My bad. She said the guide, that is.
Oh.
The guide we've only updated a couple of times when Cricut released like the new tools, and we do that every so often, but not very often. And then the ones for cut files and fonts we update every week, pretty much.
Michaela says it's so hard to find that thread. Yeah, I will. We'll make a new thread right after live. Rachel, can you remind me to do that?
Sure.
Because we want that to be super available for you guys. Okay, so.
We need to make one every month or something.
Yeah. Okay, much better. It's nice when it actually cuts through. So like I was saying a little bit earlier, it feels like you're gonna rip this stuff because it's so thick and it's sort of paper-like almost. I don't know if you can see or not, but I've already lost the top of my eye. So just make sure when you're doing teeny, teeny, tiny like this, that you're paying attention to all of that. So I've put him back and I'm just gonna slowly pull out all of this here. The bigger stuff is not as hard. I will admit that. You can pull it off pretty quickly, the bigger designs.
And we have some comments of some people having some trouble with their makers, and guys, we have some trouble with our makers too. Much like I'm pretty concerned about this one that will not hold a fine point blade anymore. That's a problem, but Cricut does give you the runaround. It does take a while to get through to them, but usually they do try and help all that they can. We are sorry about that though. And Miss Yvonne asked a great question. Becca loves to answer this one because we do get it so often. She says, if a member doesn't have a Facebook, how can we access to member-only videos posted on Facebook?
Yes, that is a great question. So we like to, I totally get why people don't have social media. Respect that. I would recommend, as of right now, or for right now, to just create a account. You don't have to friend anyone. You don't even have to put your picture on there. You do need your real name because we'll have to confirm that you're a member. But just create a Facebook with nothing on it so that you can go and become a member of the group. And you can access the videos that way. We are currently working on a way, we're working on a page for our website to actually have a page specifically for the member-only video, so you guys will be able to log in and view your member-only videos, much like you view like any summits or anything like that that you have purchased. But until then, unfortunately, there's no other way. Actually, you know what? I'm encouraging that, but if you want to email customer service hi@makersgonnalearn.com, we can actually send you a link to the file too that has our member-only videos in it. So just do that.
If you don't have a Facebook.
If you don't have a Facebook.
Yeah.
I hope that our fix on the website is going to be sooner than later. We do recognize that there's a need for that. So while I'm weeding this, one thing that I like to do, and Rachel may have a different way to do it, but it's so thick, I like to actually poke in the middle, like actually poke it down so that it, like you can feel it going in and then pull up. That's just a way that I do it. Now, guys, this is so tiny, tiny. Make sure you are not peeling the Infusible ink from the mat. Pull the mat from the Infusible ink. Otherwise, it's going to curl on you, and these teeny tiny letters are going to curl up, and you're not going to be able to lay them flat on your aluminum sheet. So,
great tip.
Flip it like this. Pull the mat from, and do it slowly. Pull the mat from the Infusible ink so that it doesn't wrinkle up. Voila! Yay! Then
Third time's the charm.
Right? Yeah, we got it. Then all we need to do is grab our aluminum sheets here. Now, there are two sides to this, and the back side has a gold film on it. I'm going to leave it on for just no, I'll take it off. But anyway, that you just remove. And then the front side has a clear film on it, which you'll want to remove prior to putting your Infusible ink on. But what I want to do first, you can see it has these beveled edges, and that's really nice. But when I cut this, because I'm not going to use the whole sheet, when I cut this, one side is going to have beveled edges and the other is not. So I want to cut it so that they're all the same. So I'm just going to grab a piece of paper because it's a good straight edge. And I'm going to grab my Sharpie here. And this is on the back, so it doesn't matter if you can see it or not. I'm going to make a line right here. And then I'm going to get my little duckbill scissors here. Shears, I don't know what they're actually called. And then just going to cut through. And it's super easy to cut. I will say, don't clamp all the way down. Like, don't make a full cut like this where they're closed, because when you do that, it puckers up the end. So just make little cuts and keep moving all the way across so that you're not bending it weird in the middle. Now we're going to grab our measuring tape. I don't know what I've done with mine. Good grief. There's stuff everywhere. Okay, so it was 2 7/8 inch, which is right here. And then I'm going to grab my straight edge again, line that up, pull this out, create another line to cut, just like that. Put this to the side, and then we're going to cut this one too. Super easy.
And I think we got those scissors.
Home Depot?
Yeah, I think they were at like Home Depot. I don't think it was at the craft store. And I do want to say, you're going to have to pay for ones that you're going to be able to use for a long, long time.
Right.
So
these were like $11 or something, I think.
Yeah. I mean, you can buy $2 ones, but they're not going to last you very long.
Right. Right. And these, I mean, you saw how easy it was to cut that. So, I mean, you get what you pay for. Invest in some good ones if you're going to be doing this a lot, for sure. Okay, so we have this finished. And then what we need to do is flip it over here and remove the film off the front. Just like that. Make sure that you remember which side is the front. So don't flip it over. And then we're going to pull this guy over. They recommend that you put a piece of cardstock in between your aluminum and your mat. And they also recommend that you use butcher's paper. So what we're going to do is preheat it really quick for 15 seconds.
That sucker is good and hot too, guys. That's
Yeah.
only a few degrees lower than the max that puppy can go.
And guys, you're heating up metal. So definitely make sure that you're very careful. This is going to be hot. Even preheating, it's still warm. So just be careful when you preheat, and then apply your Infusible ink. And I'm going to pull this more toward me. I'm sorry you guys aren't going to be able to see.
Just got to line it up.
Just so that I can line it up.
You guys know how to line stuff up. You can do it.
I want it to be perfect.
No one can blame you.
So we are, if you have missed it, we have our EasyPress heated to 385. Hot, hot, hot.
And what kind of paper are you using, Becca? Butcher's paper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And butcher's paper, it will come with your Infusible ink. And if you don't have it, there's some butcher's paper on Amazon in a big roll. It just has to be white. Just make sure it is white butcher's paper.
And that is so hot. I'm putting the butcher's paper on top so that I can adhere it. Like, it's very warm. Okay, so once you have it centered, then you're going to put your butcher's paper back on, and then you're going to apply heat for 40 seconds. You do not put pressure because you don't want to accidentally move the Infusible ink. If you accidentally move it, then it's going to look like shadowed and horrible, and it's just not going to be amazing.
Yep, yep.
In the sewing world, those are applique scissors, duckbill blade. Interesting. I did not know that.
We're learning something new every day.
And I've been in the sewing world for a while. I just use regular scissors. Huh.
Applique scissors. Huh.
Will y'all ever make an app? That's a good question.
Tanner has got that question before, and he says no to the question. But that was a while ago also, so you never know with Tanner.
Okay, friends, let this cool. Like I said, it's super hot. We do not want to touch it. Just kind of set it off to the side for a second. And don't touch it.
Show off that cute box while it's cooling, Becca. Let's show him off again. Oh, he's so beautiful. And it's magnetized, guys.
Yes.
There's a little magnet. Like, look how cute. Easy.
Oh.
So simple. Perfect.
So cute.
Look at its little feetsies. Its little feetsies are blue. Oh.
So cute.
Adorable.
I know. Do we have any questions?
We don't. Everyone's doing great. There was a member way up far in the comments that I forgot their name of already. I'm so sorry. That has purchased the yearly membership along with the fall summit, which is amazing. So I will drop the link to that fall summit as well if you guys would like to join. It's going to be a really fun, crafty time.
It's so exciting, guys. We have told you guys some of the projects that we're going to be doing, and it is just so exciting. It's going to be such a good time. Anybody that's been to our summits before knows how amazing they are, and just how much fun it is. Like, obviously you want to learn, and you're getting all kinds of instruction and education in the crafting world, but also it's just so much fun. Like, you're going to laugh. It's fun. How many times can you say fun describing Fall Summit? I don't know, but I've done it. Elaine, going camping again. Yes, I am going camping again. Our next trip is for Labor Day.
When is Labor Day?
In September, the first Monday in September.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So I'm a little sad it's that far out. And then I had another one in September, like the third week in September, and I canceled it because I thought that we were having this church retreat that we have that weekend. Turns out it's the weekend before. So I'm going to reschedule that one. And then we have one in October, and that's all that we have scheduled for the rest of this year, but we'll probably squeeze in another one at some point. Do you have any camping trips coming up? Great question.
Is anyone getting supply boxes? So everyone who bought the passport earlier, I think it was during the spring summit maybe, or last year's fall summit, will get those supply kits for the fall summit. So if you were one of those lucky people, then yes, you will. There's about 115, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Round
and
about.
And supply kits this time they're good.
Oh,
they're good,
guys,
friends.
we've already got most of the stuff for the supply kits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kat says, wonder if that color would look good for my shutters on my house. So, Kat, fun story. This is the color I'm doing my front door on my house. So, I think it would be a really good shutter color.
That would be cute.
Here's the problem, guys. My house is yellow siding with like white accents and everything. And that's fantastic. It's not my style though. So, I'm dealing with yellow siding. I'm like, ugh. Right now it has a green front door, which green is my favorite color, but it's not like, it's like an ugly green. I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you did. Becca, what is on your bracelet? This is a What Would Jesus Do? He Would Love First bracelet. Have you guys seen this movement? I love it.
They're
not
perfect.
A movement. It's a thing. What Would Jesus Do? It's been around forever, but then this part, I love it. Okay. Miss Peta says, how do the summits work? Do you all send out the materials for all the classes? So the way that summits work they are a virtual crafting event. You get to craft in the comfort of your own home. And it's sort of, they're pre-recorded in that we pre-record the instruction, but we are live with you while you guys are watching them so we can answer questions. And just comments that you guys have. And then in between each class, we have a little talk time, more questions, lots of giveaways. And then we do 5 classes on Friday, 5 classes on Saturday.
Nope, Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. I don't know where Friday came from. Don't listen to me about that. And it's generally it's about 5 to 6 hours a day.
Yeah.
So it's a full good day of crafting. As far as materials go, we generally only give materials to people who have pre-bought. So our passports for the year are generally sold at the end of the previous year.
Yeah.
And if you purchase a passport for the next year, then that in the past has qualified you to receive supply kits for those. Great question.
Yes.
When did we spill the beans?
I told her that I wasn't sure.
I don't remember.
But then we'll be giving a lot more details when we nail some more things down.
What are the dates for Summit? October
3rd and 4th,
3rd and 4th.
I think. Let me go check just to make sure. August, September, October, 3rd and 4th. Yep. 2020 Fall Summit.
Kat says mine is tan siding and dark green shutters in front door. Yes, then that would look great with yours. I'm so jealous. I want a like dirty cream, not cream because cream seems yellow to me, but like a winter white house with natural colored shutters. So like this, and then this color front door, and like the spindles on my porch and everything to be the natural. One day I'll get there. Anyway, I think this is good and cool. So we are going to remove it. We're just going to pull it right off here.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Guys, look at this. It's so beautiful.
It looks so good.
It's so good. It's insane. I love it. And I mean, it won't come off. It does not come off. Amazing. So then all we have left to do is put it on our recipe box. And we're going to use E6000 to do that. If I can find what I've done with it. There it is. You can also use hot glue for this too, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
But I want it to stick forever.
Yeah.
If I can get this thing open. There we go.
E6000 is tricky.
Yep. And I'm the one who used it last, so I probably left it a mess. All right, so I'm just going to apply a thin layer because if you do a lot of this, then it's going to just like seep out and goop everywhere.
And it's going to, a little goes a long way of E6000.
Yes. You don't need a ton. Like I don't need to necessarily put it in the middle of this. I'm just going to put it around the perimeter here. And guys, it does take a little bit of time to dry. So when you are doing your feet and the top, then I recommend doing them. And then several hours later, you can move it and do the rest of it. So this, I'm going to just stick on here. I'm going to pull it toward me so I can make sure I'm getting it even again. And then I will just leave this and let it dry. I'm not going to take it home with me tonight because I don't want to ruin it. But there we have it.
Oh, it's precious.
I love it.
And Miss Crystal, luckily, all of the links are in the description below.
Look
the
at
box is
Rachel!
from Michael's. And I do have that linked for you guys down there so you can get the exact links to the box, to the pretty color of spray paint, to the aluminum sheets, all that good stuff. For sure. And Miss Susan says, Christmas presents for all the ladies in the family. Yes, Miss Susan, that is an incredible idea. I think that all the ladies in my family would love this.
Anna literally said to me last night, Becca, how hard are those to make? Because I'm going to make them for everyone for Christmas.
So cute.
Yeah, I'm like, they're so easy. Super easy. Especially, like, the hardest part is cleaning up, like, the word on Design Space. And you guys saw how easy that was. Had we not had to cut this 3 times, I mean, this would have been done in no time.
The longest thing about this is the dry time.
Yeah.
That's the longest part. Yeah.
For sure. You can make an assembly line and do several of these at one time and just get them knocked out. I love it. Yes, Adrienne says, go Rachel, go Rachel, go
Rachel.
Oh
my gosh.
Rachel's amazing, isn't she, guys? And now I don't have to do it after the live.
All I did, guys, was to make some notes when Becca was rattling off her supplies and just linked them. It's fun.
But everyone appreciates it.
Well, thank you, guys. Look how beautiful this is. I wouldn't change a thing about it.
I love it. I'm very excited.
Beautiful.
I'm very excited about it in my house. Super fun. Okay, guys. Do you guys have any questions about this or anything else? Let me know.
Anything?
What time is it?
It is 2:42.
How many friends do we have?
Right now we have 133 amazing friends with us.
All right. My husband just emailed or texted me asking if I had gotten the kids vitamins. So you know I'm live. But no, I didn't.
but no, I didn't. I did not do that. No.
How's your puppy?
Miss Heather, the puppy is good. Leanie I can tell he's already grown. I think he's bigger.
Isn't that heartbreaking?
He's bigger.
Wait till you have kids.
I don't have to let him out through the night at all. That pup, and let me tell you, I get up to let him out.
Wait.
And he's in such a deep sleep, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll just let him sleep.
Rachel said, and she said a puppy in a while.
Oh God.
She said, I'm gonna get up every 2 hours and let him out, and I'm like, what? Don't wake that dog up. If he wakes up, then you take him out. You don't wake him up.
Yeah. So the first night I woke him up to let him out.
Yeah.
And the second
you're not going to sleep good with a dog the first night either.
No,
like you're just so excited and where is he and all that stuff. Yeah.
So then the second night I thought, let's just see how long he can go.
Yes.
Well, honey, I let him out at 10 o'clock that night. He did not budge. I had to wake him up when I got up at like 7:15 the next morning and take his butt out. So he's great about that. He's really, really good about that. He's taken on the potty training. He doesn't eat a lot, but he's a puppy. I don't think puppies eat a ton.
Well, he's tiny anyway. His stomach's little bitty.
He's little. Yeah. He's little, but he's good. I think he's the cutest thing that has ever had 4 legs. So cute. I feel so blessed to have him. I do. Miss
Mary said, can you use both hot glue and E6000? Absolutely you can. Sure. If you prefer hot glue, then feel free to do that. Time to clean my craft room and reorganize. Whew. That's a chore.
That's like, when I do that, guys, you feel more messy halfway through. You're like, where did all this crap come from? And then you get to the point where you're, making progress, and then you feel good about afterwards. But it's an all-day job.
Right when COVID hit, I'm working from home, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna set up my craft room craft closet because I never did that when we moved in the house, and it was a perfect time to do that. I got it all organized, and I was like, okay, fantastic. It's gonna be great forever. It already looks horrible. For sure. Any ideas when the passports for 2021 will go on sale? We have not heard for sure. Generally, it is Black Friday, right, Rachel?
Generally, yeah. Black Friday or Fall Summit. Either or. I don't remember which.
Let me text Tanner and see if he'll answer really quick, and I'll let you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fantastic question. I love that you're already thinking about it. Because obviously you want to take advantage of that. Do we know when Summit? Oh, passport.
For 2021. Yeah. Yvonne, I would love to see more Infusible ink projects like this that are not t-shirt related. Yes, ma'am. That's a great thing to want. That's a good advanced kind of technique there that we hopefully can work in a little bit.
I think I'm going to do one, and I haven't tested it yet. So if you have done it, let me know, on faux leather, because there are faux leathers that are mainly polyester. So it should work on it. And I think it will be really good. Are all passports for October sold out?
With only one summit left, we really aren't selling any more passports because the passport is a bundle for like the entire year.
Yeah, so it gives you the three.
Or we've even
summits.
sold them for summer and fall together. I don't know if we'll be doing that next year, but generally it's for spring, summer, and fall summit. So since there's only one summit left, we're not going to sell those anymore.
Carol said, is the price for a passport the same as individual summits combined or more because it includes supplies? It's actually cheaper.
It's cheaper. You get like one summit free. It's kind of like, don't quote me on that, but I think it's like buy two, get one free if you purchase the passport. Plus you get kits for all the summits, which is amazing.
Michelle, you can also go back and rewatch this video for all the information, but it was the Cricut aluminum sheets on the front.
Linked below if you need those.
Yeah, grab some. They're really fun, super fun. You can also engrave on them, which I think is typically what people do. Yep. That's why we got them originally, was to do some engraving.
Who peeked on the side or on the box or something that it said can be used or tried on Infusible ink, and Becca was like, wait, what?
I don't remember where it said that.
But do you remember it said it?
Because I was like,
Infusible
what?
ink or something crazy like that?
I don't remember where it said it.
Is it on the front, on the corner or something? I don't know what it said or where it said it, but it said it.
It's also written so small that I could probably not see it if I weren't on live.
Probably. I'm blind anyway.
Did I miss something else? Let's see if Tanner texts back. I think he's shopping, guys.
So that's okay.
He texted us. Was he in Target when he texted us pictures of?
It looked like Target.
So cute. He's getting fall decor, and I'm a little bit jealous. We went to our local-ish Target, our favorite one, the other day, and they didn't have anything like anywhere. I felt like the whole store was sort of zonked. Yeah. I went to put it on the back of the wedding gift I made. Yes, that would be so fun. I think that's it. If nobody has any other questions, then we're going to skedaddle. Tanner will be here tomorrow. He's doing a fun growth chart project. Oh, by the way, guys. So when we released that project, you guys loved it, but there was a question about a cut file. What cut file was it? And there wasn't a cut file for it. And
no, you can't skip over. Becca, guys, or like by herself, took little triangles and sized them exactly to where the growth chart would be accurate in Design Space, and was going to have to teach Tanner how to teach you all how to do that tomorrow. She worked so hard on that in Design Space.
Instead, I said, why don't I just make this a cut file so I don't have to teach you one? And so that you guys don't have to labor over it. So I made a cut file for you guys. Woohoo! It is available for you all.
Guys, Becca goes above and beyond. She's like, this is hard. I want to make their lives easy. Here's a cut file.
And And so it's super easy. And Tanner will be here doing that with you guys tomorrow. He will be using heat transfer vinyl on wood. So if you are curious about ironing on wood, then tomorrow's live is fantastic for you. Come join us crafting. Rachel, you're co-hosting, yeah? Rachel and one of us will be here. Maybe I'll be here. Maybe I'll sit on the floor. Who knows? I don't know. I love you guys so much that I just want to be with you all the time. Is that creepy?
No, it's not.
Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening and happy crafting.
You trying?
Did you hear it?
Yes.